My name's Braden Patterson, and I'm an ex-Mormon.
And I'm Sam Richardson, also an ex-Mormon. Well, former ex-Mormon. I'm back in the church.
I was baptized at age 8, was born into the religion. I graduated seminary with all 4 years, and I was looking to be a good missionary. So one night after me and my girlfriend had been dating for a couple of months, I was pressured by my parents to continue teaching her about the LDS faith and to baptize her and her family eventually. And that I could marry her and we could go to the celestial kingdom someday, and that we could have new planets and create planets of our own, and we could be the god and goddess of that planet.
Braden, it appears you've been the victim of a popular urban legend. The doctrine that we are to have our own planets is not a true church doctrine.
As a Mormon, all the things that you do are dependent on you going to heaven. That's what I was taught, was that you are saved by grace after all that ye have done. But once you realize that there's nothing you can do to get to heaven and that it all relies on Jesus, your attitude completely changes.
That's another popular misconception regarding the scripture. We are saved after all we can do. We still depend on Jesus. Even if we were to spend our whole lives being good and obeying all the commandments, we still couldn't get to heaven if it weren't for Jesus. That's how it's different, and how it doesn't really conflict with the concept of Jesus being very necessary for our salvation.
And be able to have a personal relationship with him that I never had before.
I don't think that a personal relationship with God is dependent on a certain religion. I think it's more dependent on what's going on inside you.
I can feel his presence, and the most love I've ever felt and I've ever received has been in these past months of my life ever since leaving.
I too have felt tremendous love, warmth, and peace while in Mormonism. When I had distanced myself from the church, I didn't feel any of those. But when I got back into Mormonism, that's when the manifestations came.
Jesus is enough finally for me now. He was never enough before because I had to do all these kind of things, and then it was sufficient.
You left Mormonism because you had to do all kinds of things? Are you the type that if you want to win an Olympic gold medal, you don't want to do all the exercising and practice that the others did? Do you see my point? That the trial of your faith, being much more precious than of gold that perisheth, though it be tried with fire, might be found unto praise and honor and glory at the appearing of Jesus Christ. It looks like that there's a little bit more associated with Jesus' work. Here is something else that Jesus expects us to do. It's found in Matthew 25, beginning with verse 31. When the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, then shall he sit upon the throne of his glory. And before him shall be gathered all nations, and he shall separate them one from another, as a shepherd divideth his sheep from the goats. And he shall set the sheep on his right hand, but the goats on the left. Then shall the king say unto them on his right hand, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom prepared for you from the foundation of the world. For I was an hungered, and ye gave me meat. I was thirsty, and ye gave me drink. I was a stranger, and ye took me in. Naked, and ye clothed me. I was sick, and ye visited me. I was in prison, and ye came unto me. Then shall the righteous answer him, saying, Lord, when saw we thee an hungered, and fed thee, or thirsty, and gave thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and took thee in, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came unto thee? And the king shall answer and say unto them, Verily I say unto you, inasmuch as ye have done it unto one of the least of these my brethren, ye have done it unto me. Jesus then invites the others, the goats on his left hand, to depart. He says, "Depart, ye cursed, into everlasting fire, prepared for the devil and his angels." And when they ask him why, he says, "Because you didn't do those things unto me." That's in the Bible, folks. So get off your duff and get going. Thanks for listening. Have a nice day.